Back when we were young, things were so easy. Now it's all become so damn deceiving. They tie you down for just believing in all of the things that you've been dreaming. Don't get too close to the sun, they say. It's too bumpy of a road ahead. Stay closer to the ground, cause everyone is found. It's only in your head. Don't get too close to the sun, they say. It's too bumpy of a road ahead. Stay closer to the ground, cause everyone is found. It's only in your head. And even though you must go on this road, always knowing that the only way to grow is through the failures we own it. There's no way to learn to fly without falling, but it's no reason not to follow your calling. Listen to Daedalus warning to Icarus. It's not about being afraid to try, just keep a mindful eye on your pride and your hubris. The masters failed more times than you've tried, so just reach out your wings and fly. Don't get too close to the sun, they say. It's too bumpy of a road ahead. Stay closer to the ground, cause everyone is found. It's only in your head. Don't get too close to the sun, they say. It's too bumpy of a road ahead. Stay closer to the ground, cause everyone is found. It's only in your head. Back when we were young, things were so easy. Now it's all become so damn deceiving. They tie you down for just believing in all of the things that bring you meaning. Don't get too close to the sun, they say. It's too bumpy of a road ahead. Stay closer to the ground, cause everyone is found. It's only in your head. Don't get too close to the sun, they say. It's too bumpy of a road ahead. Stay closer to the ground, cause everyone is found. It's only in your head. Don't get too close to the sun, they say. It's too bumpy of a road ahead. Stay closer to the ground, cause everyone is found. It's only in your head. Don't get too close to the sun, they say. It's too bumpy of a road ahead. Stay closer to the ground, cause everyone is found. It's only in your head.
Morning, I'm here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Okay, dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
There was one?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the IRONWORX. I don't believe we're on Free World. I'm not sure if Free World is up. Broadcaster is, well, my broadcaster is down. Trying to fix it on Monday. I never did come back to it to try to get it straight. So now it's just all crooked. But we are live on Rumble, and we are live on YouTube. Happy Monday, Walter. Happy birthday. Belated, Walter.
Well, seeing as it's Wednesday, happy birthday to me. Now, you keep saying Monday. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Do I? No.
You do.
I mean, I'm not. I'm completely and utterly unaware that I was saying Monday. Interesting.
You played the Monday clip. I thought, well, that's just because he's having a Monday, Wednesday. But then you did just say how about Monday. Or you just said it. I know. I'm not out of sleep. You must be.
I must be.
Right. Rough day yesterday. You have a rough day for my birthday?
I did, actually.
I'm sorry.
But how was your
very low key here?
Good.
Between, the fact that we're like still recovering from moving to mother-in-law, and then, feeling older. Yeah, we just chilled here. We're going to go do something. Still not exactly sure how it's going to work yet. It really all kind of hinges around Quentin's new schedule. So he may be off on Friday. He may be off on Saturday. He was supposed to find that out last night when he went in at like 6 or 8 or whatever time it was. So I'll know later today and let y'all know whether I'll be able to be here Friday, or we're going to try to take that day and do something for my belated birthday.
Radio.
Again, it'll depend on his schedule. If he's off on Friday, then I'll miss Friday. So, because with his schedule lately, it's been hard to get together. He's working nights and weird broken up week and broken up days off and all that kind of stuff. So, but I'm here today.
Well, that's good.
I saw some nice birthday wishes on Facebook, which I normally don't even see them, and I do apologize to people. I don't Facebook, I just don't. Then I guess I feel guilty if I go, hey, thank you for everybody that does stuff for me, and then I never think to go back on for their birthdays. I'm just hate Facebook. But the reason I even had it open on my computer to know that had occurred. So you may or may not remember that on Saturday, the plan was to take the cat that is, a nuisance, that came back after being gone 6 months or whatever the hell it was, to Lafayette, to close to a shelter there I know exists. In fact, it's the one where I took all my cats to get spayed and neutered. And he wasn't around. So that didn't happen on Saturday. And then during the week, Monday, hey, baby. Hey, sweetie. Ow. Sorry, Ripley. If y'all noticed, that was Ripley that was waking up with us this morning. She's usually not here. But now her new thing is, and I know it's a cat love thing, that chews on your fingers when you're petting them. And that's what she's doing right now. I give her 2 or 3 pets, and she turns around and gives me a little nibble. But that time she caught back of my hand skin and just kind of pulled it up 3 inches. That's not rubber. Please don't do that again. Crazy girl. But yeah, Ripley is overly affectionate this morning. She's usually not here till right before feeding time, but she's here early seeing Daddy. Huh? Yeah. I'll turn it back on in a minute. Anyway, so Monday, after the show, I began to plan and figure out what I was going to do with the cat again. And but by that point, my black cat hadn't been here in 3 days. My white and black cat outside had not been here in 2 days. And I had to break them up fighting him and Fuzzy, but Fletch. Since Friday's show, I've had to break them up again. Because at this point, I know it's just the fact that he's probably trying to come in their cat door there in the back room, the utility room, and he ain't having that shit. Fuzzy ain't having that, he said. Because again, last time all this was happening, it was, long enough ago to where there was still a lot of kitten and my kittens outside. And he was a cat. And now he's kind of, an older cat, but they're grown. So there's a lot of, I ain't taking it no more. But my 2 took off. And Fuzzy's, walking on eggshells out there. So I started looking and calling everybody around the area I could. I called animal control. I called everybody to find out who could come get him and take him safely away from here and get him a home so that he wouldn't just be abandoned. Because again, I'm not that dude. Never have been. Josh can tell you the anguish, soul anguish it was causing me to do it the first time. So I called him, having a fucking breakdown over it. So I finally got a hold of a lady that's about 25 or 30 minutes away who runs her own personal cat relocating service. I don't know what to call it other than just an angel, because if you go to her Facebook page, you will see the just tons of animals, dogs and cats, that they have saved, rescued, gotten help that needed it if they had been injured. She's connected with all of the like fraud breaching shelters, and she has a network of people that help find homes for cats that are easily homed. And so I got in touch with her finally kind of late Tuesday evening, and she's networking right. I sent pictures of him and, showed a picture of me and him hanging out, being very social with each other. Because that's the thing, if he's easy to get and easy to home, that helps them immensely. If it's a problem cat that they got to, go through hell and high water to get it in a cage or whatever. But this one, I literally picked him up the last time and put him in it. Because he's somebody's cat. Somebody put that cat out. He's definitely social. All he does is purr, do figure eights, row against your leg, and look for attention. So she said, well, that'll help immensely knowing he's already domesticated and socialized. And so that is all happening. She was going to get in touch with me today. Wednesday, today. And kind of touch base, make some plans, whatever you want to say. Anyway, I'm excited because now I can take some of the guilt off me. I've seen the work they do. She's homed so many cats and dogs. So he will have a home, which is what he wants. That's all he needs, is a place to be loved and inside. And I know that's most of it. He was somebody's inside cat. He ain't big in the outside world. So he's like, meow, 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 damn it. I want back in. And all that. So again, Walt's a big softy. Send your strays my way. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. I've had enough animals for a while now.
You need
8
more.
is enough. 8 is enough. You see what I did there? What? What do I need? Tell me.
More animals. Of course.
God. And look, here's the kicker of it all. Last night, as I came in from the gym, it was already after dark, and I pulled up, and a black and white cat that totally looked like Nacho, who disappeared, a year and a half ago now? A year ago? I don't know. Was going under my fence from my yard into the fence next door and under that house. So she may be back. I went out, put food, but of course, Mr. Ash there, that's what I've started calling the gray cat. I wouldn't leave it alone. Like every time I would try to put food out, he would go eat it. So there was never any food sitting around to attract her. If it was her, I'll have to wait till mealtime this morning, get them all eating, and then go over there and see if she's still under that house. If she is, I can't, if she's home, if that's her, she'll be here. I'll find her and get her back in the mix. So, but anyway, good Lord. That's enough cat updates.
I think I did see Liz in chat asking about the presence and location of one Mr. Zachary Zabala.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Yeah, not sure. I assume he's sleeping cozily in his bed.
I would guess. What are you doing, silly girl? You have got to see this cat. What she's doing to my hand. Watch. Y'all seeing this? Nippling on the back of my hand? No, not the back of my hand. Not again. Silly girl. What's wrong with you, Ripples? What is wrong with you, Ripples? You want some attention. You want some attention? Crazy girl. Crazy girl. Anyway. And look, it's every time I get my mouse, she does it again. Now, come on. Silly thing. You tell me to get off the computer? You're probably right.
Game of cat and mouse is all.
You see what he did. You're so silly, girl. Come on, Rippleton.
Yeah, things have been quiet around here. not doing much at all.
Right. Animals are making it with the situationals that were concerning all.
Well, I mean, really the most concerning situation with the animals was the weather. And it's not snowing right now, so that's good. Although 10 degrees is a little chilly, we still have power. So yeah, there's that. We don't have to worry about power going out and having to load up 6 rabbits, 2 dogs, and 3 people in a car and drive them somewhere where there is power. So that's good. That's a lot of stress off my brain. I mean, things around here are pretty quiet. It's my patience for my job. I'm just so effing done with this stupid shit. Wouldn't be so bad as the same fucking thing day in and day out, which wouldn't be so bad except it's these little fucking inserts, which wouldn't be so bad except the machinists don't necessarily do their shit proper all the time. So the holes need to be retapped, which I don't find out until all my inserts are all fucked up and mangled and I have to extract them and then retap the hole because it wasn't tapped properly to begin with. So it's just a whole time-consuming, needlessly difficult job of putting these fucking inserts in. And after about 10 or 12,000, my eyes start to cross. All right, my patience is just done. And I think really a lot of it has to do with my eyes. My eyesight is getting so fucking bad that I have to strain and try so much to see what I'm doing that by the end of the day, my head hurts, my eyes hurt, they're tired, and I'm just effing done. And
I don't know you're like situational. I know you probably should wear glasses doing that, but you don't. Am I correct?
You are correct. I just got coverage for my eyes and glasses. Today's the 15th, so 14 days ago. So it really is just a matter of sort of making the appointment and then going in. But I wanted to yell at my cardiologist before I did that. So I'm actually going to go in today at 9 to yell at the cardiologist. Turns out that once I started taking my heart medicine and then my cholesterol started going all wonky and my eyes started going all wonky, nobody bothered to tell me that the drugs that they gave me for my heart would necessarily, well, maybe not necessarily, but will possibly, quite likely, both affect my eyesight and my cholesterol.
Wow.
Yeah,
Lovely.
I'd have loved to have known that beforehand. Or hell, fuck afterhand. If it had said, oh, well, here's why your cholesterol might be a little wonky, because remember the heart meds that we put you on? Well, that's what happens when you use cardiac-specific beta blockers, and sometimes your cholesterol goes a little wonky. Oh, and sometimes metoprolol might make you have poor vision, lots of vision, eye pressure, and things like this. So make sure you let your doctor know. And it's not like I don't do an eye exam every fucking time I see the doctor, whereupon my eyesight gets progressively worse until the last time I'm just like, fuck it, I can't see it. It's all blurry. What are you asking me for? Top line's an E, but I remember that. I can't see it.
You got that one. You got that one right. The E. Oh,
they
man.
just, oh, I don't know why your cholesterol's high. It must be genetic. Oh, really? Silly cow? It's not the medicine you put me on that makes my cholesterol go wonky? That's got nothing to do with my cholesterol being wonky, huh? The medicine that makes my eyesight go bad has nothing to do with my eyes, huh? So I wanted to go and vent and unload on a doctor before I went and got my eyes checked. So I'm going to go unload on the doctor today.
There you go. Well, when you said yell at him, I thought you were being colloquial, like, you know, yo, what's up, doc?
I'm going to do my best
on getting that ass.
I like my cardiologist as far as people go. He's a decent human being as near as I can tell. So I'm not going to necessarily crawl up in his ass the way I want to. But I'm going to make sure he understands just how much I want to crawl up in the ass of my GP and the fucking issues going on in that office. I don't know I'm going back to that office just for that reason. Yeah. Shit pisses me off. Like, pisses me off. Just tell me. Oh, it must be genetic. I don't know why your cholesterol's crazy. It must be your genes. Or the pills you put me on. Fucking bitch. I know there's somebody out there doing a heart regimen. Who is that?
I know it, dude. I know it, dude.
So I might just have to stop
He
my
asks
heart medicine.
about you every now and again. They ask, or he does when we're on a call, if you're still on your concoction that he gave you the recipe for, Paul does.
Oh, that concoction? Yeah, no, I've not yet started that concoction. I know I've still got that envelope around here somewhere.
Righto, and that's kind of what I told him. I said, I'm almost certain he never started it, and I can almost tell you if he did, he still isn't. So,
yeah.
And he's like, well, tell him he needs to. It helps. Well, I can tell anyone and everyone that you definitely need to do your diligence when it comes to whatever the doctor says is going to help you out, because about 12 times out of 10, it's not. It's going to actually make things much worse. Cause a whole slew of extra fucking, I think they call them features, not bugs, that, require more medicine. It's almost like a Ponzi type scheme. I mean, you think it's like a whole bullshit system or something. If you look at it, you would think that. Now we know it's not.
I knew this going in. I knew that it was such a strong possibility, but I specifically told her that I didn't want this to be an issue, right? I'm not here to jump on a bunch of pills. I'm here to try to stay off the pills. If you absolutely have to maybe necessarily put me on some, I'll consider it. We'll talk about it. We'll see. And when I'm in the fucking emergency room with 150 heart rate and out of a sinus rhythm and rapid ventricular response and everything's just kind of going haywire, I don't really give a shit. Just give me something to make this shit go back into the normal sinus rhythm so I don't fucking die, please.
Right. Yeah.
So then I'm just like,
right,
well, fuck, man. I want to live, so maybe I'll just keep taking this heart medicine. Well, maybe it's not quite that important if it's just going to be pill after pill after pill after pill after pill until I finally end up in the ground. I mean, maybe I shave 10, 15, 20 years by not doing all that shit and still end up in the ground anyway. Whatever. I don't know. We go yell at the cardiologist at 9 and we'll see how it goes from there. But then hopefully after that, I'll go to the eye doctor. And if it's not medication, then hopefully it'll be something that's going to be fixable with the prescription. Like, I know my astigmatism should necessarily be able to, but it's the blurriness and shit that ought not be there that makes me think it is the metoprolol.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I don't know what do you do? Well, you can either take your heart pills until you go blind, or you could just maybe not take your heart pills, go into a AFib rhythm, have your blood clot there inside your heart, let it drift up to your brain, stroke out and die. So there's that. Just got to pick your poison, I reckon.
Well, I made the decision as I've watched relative. I probably got my mic too far away. It just hit me. I know Liz was saying there's sound issues. I hope it's not me. Do I have a fan going? No, I don't. I just realized how far I had it away playing with the kitty here. So as I watched my grandmother endlessly go to the hospital over and over, and I mean, this was from the time I was like a small child, not like later in my late teens or early 20s, and she's up in her 90s. No, I'm talking about like when she was our age. Well, our age. Hell, I'm 60, but I'm not. I'm getting there. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like she was an old lady. She was going every other fucking week. We were taking a trip to take grandma somewhere, to this doctor, to that doctor, to this heart, to that kidney, to this foot, chiropractic, all of it. And I kept, we kept doing that. Finally, I remember asking mom, okay, so don't doctors make you better, because when I would be sick enough to have to go to a doctor, I'd usually get a shot in the ass and have a bruise and be better in a day or three. I didn't, understand what they were doing, but I know the doctor made me better. Why can't they make grandma better? And that was when I first had the explanation that, well, these pills cause this, those pills cause that. So then you get other pills, and I'm like, well, that don't seem like that's really a way to help people. And again, this is a very young age. So then fast forward to her, like, literally going into, like, some weird, bizarre thing no one could figure out had her in the hospital until about maybe a month and a half of her being in the ICU and us sleeping in chairs in the emergency room in shifts to find out that she had this weird autoimmune driven thing called Guillain-Barré. And I was part of that, looking for it and helping and reading everything I could in libraries, trying to find stuff too. And then again, it turned into a whole lot of finding out how everything that they give you is not helping. It makes things worse. It's always, the better idea is diet and exercise. And I know these are all such cliche things people say a million times over, but just like those things you've heard a million times over, there's cliches out there for a reason. Anyway, and I'm the worst man. I'm, like I said, horrible diet, horrible lifestyle. Just started going to the gym, what, 2 years ago, I guess now, a year and a half, something like that. As I watched my mom deteriorate at the end of her life with a bag of fucking 25 pills that I finally got her down to 2. That happened probably 3 times. Her at death's door, me getting over there going, okay, what is this? What is it supposed to be doing? Okay, let me read into this. And, finding out that it had absolutely no effect on anything that was going on with her except for some rare side effect from this other pill, and it was just a big domino thing. And did that like at least 3 times. Got mom off all that shit, had her out in the yard walking, came home. She had a good, 2 years, 3 years here, 4 years there, and then she'd be back in that shape because over time, this doctor, this pill, that pill. So I guess I'm just rambling for no reason. I just reacquired one of the Kevin Trudeau books recently at a garage sale or a estate sale or whatever. And, all you got to do is look at what he wrote about and what wound up happening to him in the legal system. And you ought to know that everything he was telling us was probably at least 99% true, if not 100. Because they definitely demonized that gentleman hugely to make sure he was no longer in circulation, as he wasn't last time I looked into him, probably beginning of Flat Earth 10 years ago. So, or for me anyway, 10 years ago. So anyway, like I said, dude, I can't, I've got the myasthenia thing that has hit me out of left field. Okay. I didn't know I had that. All I knew, my eye was drooping. Trying to work that out, trying to figure that out. As non-surgical and non-medication as I possibly could. And fast forward to now, I know what it actually is, and I'm approaching it from so many different directions. I called the acupuncturist a few days ago. Still trying to work out the appointment because apparently they only do their stuff in the early mornings up until like noon or 1 o'clock or something, which causes some issues with transportation and where she's located and Michelle's job. So that's still getting worked out. I'm probably going to call her back today and actually set the appointment. Now, Michelle and I have kind of got it worked out. But there's the dietary aspect that some people have gone into with this whole thing. But meanwhile, I've got a freaking pill regime now, which I've never had. And when I don't take it, my eye definitely closes on the right side, almost like it gets down so low it's almost closed. And my chewing is, pretty much out the window at that point. But I wouldn't take this medication, as you wouldn't take the medication you're on if it wasn't something that could potentially keep me from dying. Because if this thing goes left on me, it will stop my breathing. So I am taking the medication for now. And I also have read an abstract that was done, I believe, somewhere in either China or India, somewhere that practices alternative medicine, where they took people with myasthenia gravis who were taking the medication I'm currently taking and began a regime of whatever they do with the needles and the different things for acupuncture. So it has been specifically addressed. It definitely helped. There's also, like I said, the diet thing that has people have now stopped taking the medication and are living with a carnivore diet. And then there's also the whole idea of the microdosing that has helped numerous people with this affliction. So I am on a hard quest to get off this medication as soon as I can.
Lots of luck to you. We just hit the fucking first break.
I choked on that whole thing. What'd you say, sir?
I said, well, good luck. And we just hit the first break.
Oh, well, there you go. God damn, I was rambling my ass off.
Yeah, I think we both did a bit of a ramble on that one. Stick around. We'll see if we can't wake Zack up. I'll add him to the call. We need somebody to go through the space lettuce.
There you go. Hell, I hadn't even dropped a song. I saw a request, but I can't find it. I kind of scrolled up when you said break, and I don't know where it is. So I'll try to find it and drop it for the third break.
All right. I did see one that was dropped this morning, but with no direction. It was a video that was about 75 minutes long, and that seemed a little long for a break. So,
that would be a hell of a break.
Rico, you may need to specify a little more if you want me to pull from that video.
Oh, I found one by Glyph. I'll throw that in here right fucking now.
Oh, I didn't realize that was such a cold start. Damn.
Wow, that was a cold start. Yeah, I'm gonna get yours in here, Glyph. I'll back that request. You go ahead and get that one started.
All right. You throw it in there, Glyph. We'll see if we can't get that one for the halfway point, which comes up in a half hour. So make sure you stick around for the second half of the first half coming up.
Here it is again, yet it stings like the first time. Seems it never ends. Double nickels on your dime. I thought we were friends. I guess it just depends who you ask. These feelings tend to leave me with a hole in my chest. The hole in my chest. Yeah, the hole in my chest. Now the time has come, I just wish I could erase all the damage done to your name and your keepsakes. Only just begun, it's been fun. We were blind, deaf, and dumb. There's a party in my closet.
sometimes people come up to me, they say, "Hey, Chris." And I say, "What?" "Well, what would you say?" They say, "Hey, Chris." I say, "What?" They say, "How do you start your mornings?" I tell them, I say, "You know, the boys over at ironrealmmedia, Josh, Walt, and Zack, or Good Times for All if you prefer, you know, if you need more iron in your diet, check them out Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, early in the morning, 5 to 7. Nothing, get up, do it. It's good for you."
Hi, this is Alan. I like IRONWORX because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love IRONWORX with Josh, Walt, and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cozy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that IRONWORX with Josh, Walt, and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the IRONWORX.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. ironrealmmedia is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to Space Lettuce from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the IRONWORX with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the IRONWORX and become an Iron Scout.
And welcome back to the second half of the first half of the IRONWORX. Right here on, well, Rumble, YouTube. Shout out to Post and Liz holding it down over there on the Minute Chat. I still need to reach out to Billy Ray, see what's going on with Free World. Not quite sure. Things have been super quiet. But that's the way we were on TFR too. We don't really pay that much attention. So, okay, we'll do a show for you, 4 a.m. And then we do that. But that's, we just, put our head down and trudge through week after week after week after week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Central. Then maybe after a couple of years, we'll stop and look around and say, "Oh, yeah, how's the station doing, by the way?" It turns out nothing's being broadcast. Nothing pulls up on the website. We don't know. The last I saw, Billy Ray was on it. What that means, I don't know. And still no word from Zachary yet, so maybe I will just add him to the call. I let him sleep in. I mean, it's already 5:30 there.
It is. Not you, baby. I was talking to Zach. As you see, I was in catted. It was hard to communicate there for a few minutes.
Get up, Zach.
What was that you just said? I played. I mean, I didn't hear what it said.
I said, "Get up, Zach."
Get up, Zach.
I see. I hear it now.
Walter, wake up.
Josh, wake up. Wake up.
Get up, Zach.
I've stopped chatting with people. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. What's up, Miss Tribb?
See, Walt, you're supposed to do the chat. Zach's supposed to do the space lettuce. And I'm just supposed to sort of sit here and make sure we transition from break to next segment.
My birthday was awesome, Regina. Thank you. Look in the file here in a minute, too, after I say hey to everybody. Oh, wait, I didn't. Oops, that's not how you spell that.
I've not added anything to the pile in a minute. I don't even know what's in there.
Man, I messed up and looked at, I don't know what I looked at, but now my damn feed is full of these weird little, like, optical illusion things. Anybody get, like, a mile of those for some reason?
I've seen a lot of the color ones lately. All these pixels are blue.
Oh, see, they must think you're colorblind. They must think I'm just blind. Can you spot the differences? Well, I mean, I was doing this when I was 2, so I can probably do it, yeah.
I was raised on Highlights magazine, motherfucker.
Right,
of course
dude.
I can spot the difference.
Where's Galant? I can't even talk. All right, I think I said hey to everyone that has arrived newly. Oh, I did not. What's up, Lewis Russell? Welcome. I may have met you before, but if I did, I have forgotten. My apologies. It is good to have you in chat. It's good to have all you guys, but I like a new face to me anyway. It's slapping. Probably got most of y'all. If I miss somebody, say hey, and I'll say hey back. Oh, wait, there's 3 fingers. Man, I keep seeing people I missed. I think that's it. Mostly. I mostly come at night. Mostly. Alrighty. 22. 22 sketchy. You might be right. It feels that way some mornings. Oh, I messed up and went to a yoga class.
What class did you think you were going to?
I thought it was Tai Chi. In my mind, that's what it would be, was Tai Chi.
Gotta learn how to give the world's slowest high five.
Yeah. And so I got in there and it was like no face I knew. And I went, oh shit, this ain't gonna be good. You know, and it was all a bunch of younger ladies instead of the old lady crew that I used to roll with there at the gym.
Now you're there doing yoga, hoping Michelle doesn't drive by.
So I get my little mat, I put a knee on it, I'm like, can I have 3? So I layer my 3 mats down and waddle my big ass onto the mat and go, oh, I have fucked up majorly. And she could see the look on my face. She said, first time? And I'm like, oh yeah. And I even told her, I said, I think what I was thinking I was doing again was Tai Chi, which I've done 3 or 4 times, but not often enough to go, yeah, yoga is different than Tai Chi. And everybody had a nice laugh at dumb old Walt. And then she said, well, everybody's on their own level here. You'll see some doing more than I'm doing. You'll see some doing way less. You pick yours. If it feels like something you can't do, don't do it. And definitely if you feel pain, stop. I'm like, don't worry. If I feel pain, I'll probably head out the door. And again, more laughter. So at least I made friends.
Walter cracked a book.
Then,
Said then Walter cracked a book.
Dude, they fucking... Right. It was madness, the shit they were doing. I'm like, whoa, now hold up. And they knew it. Like when she would say a name for something, everybody would kind of into that pose or whatever. And I'm like, okay. I'm trying to hold a pose and watch her and see if I'm doing even close to right.
Left leg behind his head.
I have muscles that I didn't know I had that are sore today.
That's what she said.
What? What's up, brother?
Hey, man. You guys were kind of slow there for a second, but now you picked up. Can I chime in about something real quick?
You certainly are welcome to, Rico.
Told you. Thank you. I've got a little bit of backlash from Sunday's episode.
I have to be honest and tell you that I missed Sunday's episode. That was the Nathan one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nathan Thompson.
Yeah.
Well, here's the way I see it. You guys met me post hardcore drug addiction, which was 2014. I feel like he knows what he did on that RV tour with it. He knows what he did, and I think everyone deserves redemption. And I just felt like giving him a platform, and I've caught a little bit of backlash from it. But like, at what point do you get over it and let a person proceed? You know what I mean? And I even got one apology phone call from someone you all know, who is a boyfriend from someone you know even better, saying, hey, sorry I went off in chat, but I'm going to defend him because he's apologized. Like, I had to sit between them two, that big church debate with Dean Knodel and all that. Like, he knows what he did to Austin. He knows. But at what point do we forgive him and let him step back up? Like, I don't know. He's done too much for the community to just forget this guy is amazing. You know, like he knows what he did. I don't want to go into detail, but he knows. He's been here. When I say here, literally in my home.
Oh, I thought you meant here on our show. And yes, we have had Nathan on. It's been a minute ago for sure. Way too long, but yeah, I didn't know you had him at your house too. That's cool.
Yeah. And not the same night, but Witset's been here too. Like, I still have that punk rock ethos, like, you know, like a punk rock band, can't afford a hotel, sleep on my floor, it's cool. So quite a few people have been here, and I really think that he deserves his comeback. That's all. That's all. That's all I was trying to do, is give him a chance to speak up again. And I don't regret it at all. So, I don't know. If I deserve a comeback, like, I know you guys didn't experience it, but I got kicked out of the music industry because of my fall. Like, totally. Like, yeah, don't hire him. He's a liability. You know what I mean? I think people, like, come on now. People break, and then they come back. If you don't give them, like, I think we're being hypocritical if we don't give them a platform to come back. And I think he deserves it. I think it's his time. Which is not shit. A certain other person's not there yet, but we've talked about it. I just blew it. I don't know. I just feel like it's his time. And if he fails again, you know what? My mistake. But everyone else agrees with me. BJ loves him. Nico, Alex, they all love him. I just think it's time. You know, like, how, like, does he have to just be exiled forever? Because I'm not going to list. I know what all he knows what all he did. He knows. He's not stupid. He knows. Someone else talk for a second, because I feel like I'm...
No, you're good. You're doing your thing, and I'm digging it. I'm always willing to give somebody a second chance. Always. And let them prove themselves. You know, I'm not going to necessarily be their cheerleader, but I'll give them a shot to see if they can, you know, redeem themselves. I may be their cheerleader. It depends on the situation. But
I'm not being a cheerleader either.
I'm not saying you are. That's why I said it twice in two different ways. That is not what I was implying at all. You are not being a cheerleader. I'm just saying I wouldn't necessarily be a cheerleader in a situation where, like, this person has done whatever. And again, I don't know because I don't drama, but I know there was drama. You know, I do know that there was. I heard of the rumblings in the community during a certain period of time, and I knew that there was definitely a negative vibe in his direction. Now, I do my damnedest to avoid all drama to the point that I don't usually know about any of it or what the details are or who did who to what and where. So, and I want to keep it that way. So you definitely don't have to blow any details out or anything.
Yeah.
I'm all about second chances. I'm sometimes even about a third chance, depending on the redemption attempts, you know, because I have fucked up majorly.
Oh, you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe, dude. I've messed up so bad. Here's how long it's been. Witset hadn't even met his wife, had either kid, hadn't blown up yet. Like, this was forever ago. Like, 4 or 5 years ago, I think. I think it's time to give him another chance, you know? That's it.
And it's an awkward position to be in when you have a platform and all you want to do is provide a platform. And everybody assumes that because you're providing a platform that you're endorsing. this is something you now believe because this person who thinks X is on your show, so you must also think X. And it could be a kind of a weird position to be in, having to constantly tell people that's not what you think.
I got an apology text. You guys know who he is. He's a boyfriend of a very prominent person. He was like, hey, I didn't mean to come off like you were the bad person for having him on your show, which I didn't take it that way anyway. But I just thought it was time. And plus, everyone that is in my area that comes to my meetups is because of him. So he's like a very active person. Like, sure, you know what? I'm not going to go into the list, but he messed up like bad. But I mean, come on, it's been years. Like, let's give him a chance. That's all. That's all I want to say. I think he deserves it. The chance.
Absolutely. I was playing catch up in chat. My bad. I was trying to get back to the mute button. Absolutely, man. I'm down to, like I said, I over the years, we've had a lot of people on our little show and various shows. And we've had people who came in like shining lights with amazing things that just blew our minds personally and all the audience's minds. And then just like a short week or so, maybe less than that, even a few days later, we had that same person on our different venue with different groups of people, and it went tits up. So people are people, man. People are people. So I again, we've had many people who come through that wound up not being who we thought they were. That was a thing back before we even had a show. That was going on Twitter, and I'm sure it was happening on Facebook,
Yeah, it may happen again. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's what I was saying about giving him a chance. If he comes in and redeems himself in various ways for whatever it is that he's sinned, then I'm all for it. If he comes in and we find out those were his true colors, well, at least now we know 100% that that's what we needed to know. So,
well, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to give him another shot because he works so hard for our community. He really does. Like, you wouldn't believe what he's done for me. But not even me, my little meetup community. Like, he works really hard for it. So, if I'm wrong, cool. You can poop on me all day long, but I really think it's time to give him another shot. That's just my opinion, though,
Righto.
By the way, thank you for playing that song. Actually, that was just me sharing a song. I wanted you to play that Chris Cornell, Call Me a Dog, but thank you, though. Sometimes I'm just sharing songs with you guys.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
All right, that's all. I just wanted to say that's where I was coming from. And I told you guys I have like a little Skype meeting like every other week, pitching different, guests. When I pitched it to the rest of the guys, I was like, hey, I know how much the community is pooping on him. I can't say that out loud. Can we just put him, let him come on the show and see how he does? That sounded bad to you. It's super hard not to be two-faced, isn't it?
Was there like the big mea culpa? Like, all right, here's what I did. Sort of no excuses, but here's what I was going through at the time that I did it, and I saw the error of my ways. Here's where I am now, which is completely different from where I was. Here's the decisions that I'm making in my life now, which are completely different from the decisions that I was making then. And now I'm ready to move forward. And my deepest apologies and my sincerest regrets to all of those I wronged when I was being a jackass.
Yes, but he didn't say it out loud. I was hoping he would go for it, but Nathan, if you hear this, I'm sorry I'm calling you out, but at one point, and this is fucking pathetic, at one point Nathan was like, Rico, you're my only friend. I was like, holy shit. That's all you got? But, no, that's how he feels, but I think he's just trying to keep an about face, you know? But no, at one point, he was like, you're my only friend. You're the only guy that takes my call every time I call. Like, he got pretty low. He got pretty low. Nathan, if you hear this, I'm sorry I said that out loud.
Well, definitely encourage him to seek those. To me, it's an energy thing. You know, if you cause this energy over here that's really shit energy, negative, poofy energy, I believe I'm seeing it, chat. If you have that going on over here, then if you're over here now and claiming to be over here, then I need to see and hear that. And it don't need to be implied. It needs to be very upfront. And let's discuss it. And like Josh said, where were you now? And then where are you here? Or whatever. So I don't know. Again, I don't do the drama. Anytime it.
Oh, I don't either. I don't either. I don't know if you guys heard some of these. Well, you said you didn't. The end of some of these episodes, Aaron was kind of going off on him, and he went to go, like, they started to go at it. And I was like, not this episode, not this show. This is not where we do this. This is a positive show. Nathan, I'm going to send you a link to this show. It might be good for you to just own what happened. That's it.
There's a lot to be said for, I mean, even if it's Velcro, but you got to wear your scarlet letter a little bit. I don't think it's adequate to just kind of keep your head down and pretend like shit didn't happen for an extended period of time until you think it's safe to come up and act like nothing had happened.
I agree. I've learned to hump the legs of the people that I hurt. Like, nope. Bad.
Well, damn, if we're not approaching slowly but surely that halfway point.
Wow, we did do that.
Yay. But hey, next episode, the Call Me a Dog acoustic version is what it meant for you to play. Calling All Skeletons was just something I was sharing with you guys.
Drop me a timestamp out of that 75 minutes worth of Chris Cornell.
Okay. Love you guys. Love you guys.
Love you.
I just wanted to share.
You got it, brother. Anytime.
All right. Love you guys so much.
Love you, brother.
Love you, Rico.
I'll talk to you after the show.
You definitely will. Did I drop that? Yeah, I did. Okay. That was from Cliff, and like I said, I endorse this song fully.
I know I had it pulled up. I just got to find it.
Cool deal. Thank you guys for hanging out this morning.
Heck yeah.
And every morning that you're here. And those who aren't hanging out, who are listening later, we appreciate the hell out of you as well.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, double check, make sure you're still subscribed to Iron Realm Media, because, again, we are still not hemorrhaging per se, but slowly bleeding. Like some white blood cell seepage worth of subscribers. And then if you're so inclined, feel free to even comment or something. It does seem like the algos are a little bit different here in the last several months. Things may be getting passed around a little more freely than they once were. So just keep that in mind. As you listen to us each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Central. A lot of times we will be on freeworld.fm, though. Just not this morning. Stick around, because that is the halfway point. You're on the Ironworks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
When the children cry, let them know we tried. 'Cause when the children sing, then the new world begins. Little child, you must show the way to a better day for all the young. 'Cause you were born for the world to see that we're all gonna live with love and peace. No more precedents, and all the wars will end. One united world under God. When the children cry, let them know we tried. 'Cause when the children sing, then the new world begins. What have we become? Just look what we have done. All that we destroyed, you must build again. No more precedents, and all the wars will end. One united world under God. When the children cry, let them know we tried. 'Cause when the children fight, let them know it ain't right. When the children pray, let them know the way. 'Cause when the children sing, then the new world begins.
Not to worry. I have a permit.
This just says I can do what I want.
Good morning. I'm here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Where everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your head.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there. There was one? There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
And welcome back to this first half of the second half of the Ironworks here, not really on freeworld.fm. So. Yes, when the children cry.
So that was a little music from White is the Baby Kitty. Damn, I blew it, Ian. Sorry, man. That was awesome. I hadn't heard that one in a minute. I say that actually, it's actually on our playlist, so I hear it probably once every 2 weeks or so. Our playlist has gotten out of hand. It's about 350 songs right now. I keep telling them we should charge people to get that playlist. It's so fucking amazing. That being said, when it gets that big, there are times when you go, wait, I haven't heard this song in like a minute, and that's why, because there's too many fucking songs on that list.
Yeah, I think our shared Pandora account the thumbs up playlist has like, I don't know, 1,350 songs on it or some
y'all
shit.
are way out doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
It gets a little crazy and just runs the whole gamut. I'm not sure that there's a genre that isn't covered in those 1,350 songs or whatever it is. Yep.
Sorry, I catch up the chat. Right. Let me go pull up the pile. Okay, I have a new person trying to add me on Skype that I've never heard of. That's rare for me to have that happen.
Yeah, it's gotten a little spammy on occasion.
Oh, that's what I wonder how their spam filters working these days. Man, didn't I drop something kind of cool with things in it?
I will say,
that whole thing with my phone not updating to my Skype account on my computer is happening again. Because I know I've dropped at least 2 or 3 stories since we talked about Walt Johnson the other day. What the hell, man? Let me go look on my phone and see if they're like piled up, not going somewhere. I think it's time for me to either go back to a rotary dialer or get a new phone because mine is just stupid these days. I can't even play Pokemon. Now, come on. If I can't Pokemon, why have I got a phone?
Trying to figure out how to bring back that anti-technology movement. Like, just getting people, maybe you don't need a landline for whatever reason and you're ready for a cell phone and you think you just need the cell phone. Just keep it in the fucking home. It sucks because they took away all the payphones. So it does make it a little more risky when you go out when you don't have any way to contact people because they've taken away all the payphones. But I think normalizing everybody just carrying their phone with them everywhere all the time is how they're going to nail us. The powers that be recognize, well, people just don't take their phones with them everywhere, so we can't use it as that strong of a control device. Trouble is that shit's fucking getting implanted into their brains so that they can have it everywhere.
Oh, I see what's going on. Got him, man.
Forgot to press send?
No, my phone is signed into Michelle's account. Why? I must have been checking an email or something for her. And it's now, because I see the little symbol at the top of my Google search page. I see her little name, number, letters, whatever. What the hell? Now, how do I fix that? Do I press it? Is that what it is? Oh, wait. Uh-oh. That did it. Back to Flat Earth head.
YouTube turned off my dark mode yesterday.
Wow, and it's a totally different, bunch of shit in the list now. Holy crap, y'all. They have got our minds so fucked right now. So that's also part of why I'm getting all those weird, whatever they are, eye tests and, hidden pictures and can you spot the difference and all that shit, because it wasn't even my feed. As soon as I pulled my feed up, there's 3 guitar people. There's Helldivers, there's drones, there's kittens, there's guitar stuff, there's some space stuff. Yeah, there's my feed. Good Lord. Well, I fixed that at least. But now anything I've sent didn't go. I don't know why it didn't. That don't make sense. I guess because I wasn't signed to the same account or something. I don't fucking know.
Telling you. We need to bring back the Luddites.
I think you're right, man. Yeah, there we go. Everything I would normally see in my scrolling here is that China plans to build an enormous solar array in space, and it could collect more energy in a year than all the oil on Earth. which is limited because there were only so many little dinosaurs running around. I couldn't even finish that sentence. Oh, man. It's going to be a 1 kilometer wide solar power station in space that will beam continuous energy back to Earth via microwaves. I think I see a problem here.
They just want to fucking middleman everything, don't they? Jesus Christ.
So the project's going to see its components wafted to the geostationary orbit above Earth using super heavy rockets. Okay. It would be a significant, whatever. Yeah, I think it would be significant if you ever fucking did anything you say you're going to do. The energy collected in 1 year would be equivalent to the total amount of oil that can be extracted from the Earth. If you just squeeze it like a big sponge. Let's see. Despite recent advances in the cheapness and efficiency of solar power, the technology still faces limitations. Cloud cover, and I thought that didn't affect it. I thought it didn't matter. It's all about the rays, not the lumens. Anyway, sunlight in space would be 10 times more intense than at Earth's surface, so it would get more power that way. I don't think it works that way, but maybe it does. So to overcome the challenge of getting these proponents off the ground, Long, whoever Long is, and his team. Oh, is that where Ben went off?
I was going to say, we know who Long is.
Way inside joke. Sorry. Long and his team. God, what happened? It scrolled up. Oh, that's Long Leheo, chief designer of China's Long March rockets. I wanted to know who he was too. So to get them up there, they are creating. It's a big word. Let me go back and find it. A Long March CZ-9 reusable heavy lift rocket, which will have a lift capacity of at least 150 tons. Okay, so if I reach back into the early days of my flat Earth research trying to discover whether NASA was real or not, because, I was a NASA fanboy, I remember a video that I had saved, and I could probably find it in about 3 hours of looking through my 5 terabytes. That video being a Mr., I think his name was Von Braun, discussing how we would never get to the moon because of the ratio that would fuel to rocket to weight that would be needed. But now we're going to lift 150 tons with one. I have to call shenanigans. Where is my broom? Got the broom, buddy. Oh my God, these people. Uh-oh, I hear the outside cat meowing.
Uh-oh.
He must be hungry. Yeah. I told her I would keep him safe till she comes to get him, so I will. Keep feeding him and keeping him safe. But he will keep meowing and being a nuisance, it sounds like. I think that's about it. On the solar array, I'm pretty much done with it. U.S. government issues first ever space junk fine, charging satellite TV company a whopping $150,000. Who did they hit like that? Dish. Dish got hit with that. A $150,000 penalty for leaving space junk in orbit. Okay, have you guys looked at the LEO? There's a lot of money to be made if that's what they're going to start doing. Because there's a shit ton of space debris up there.
Well, a lot of it's theirs, and they're not going to find themselves. They just have to find the debris that they can definitively say is not theirs, and then find them, motherfucker.
This is a breakthrough settlement, says FCC Enforcement Bureau Chief Loyan A. Agal. It makes very clear the FCC has strong enforcement authority and capability to enforce its vitally important space debris rules. Oh, but I'll laugh at the spacey people.
Space litter.
As of September 12th, the European Space Agency estimates that there are over 36,000 pieces of space debris in orbit that are larger than 4 inches. Again, have you seen the LEO? Right now we have over 40,000. No, we don't have 40,000. SpaceX has plans to launch over 40,000 of its Starlink broadcast internet satellites in the next 10 years. So if we currently have 36,000 and they add 40,000, math, anyone?
76.
You did good, Josh. You get a gold star. I'm just seeing if there's anything else in here that makes any sense for me to read. Uh-oh, we've had more SpaceX junk fall, this time not on a faraway village. Oh man, this is an old story. Are you kidding me? Okay, so you know how they do the little blue clickable links as you're scrolling through a story, and you'll find like a section, like 3 or 4 of them grouped together, and then here comes the rest of the story, and then there's an ad, and here's a paragraph of the story, and then here's another group of those little links that are, either similar to or whatever about the story you're currently reading. And one of those was SpaceX space junk lands at an Australian sheep farm. And I went, wait. And I clicked on it. It's from August of 2022. And it is Josh's favorite little black plastic. I can't pull it up. Hang on.
The carbon fiber bullshit.
Yeah, that black thing.
Mm-hmm.
Standing upright in a sheep field. That thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. And it's from 2022. And they're feeding it to me in the story I was just reading about the future of space. I'm done. I don't know how Zack scrolls through this shit every morning. Oh, I'm done.
Speaking of the future of space, here's a story from 3 years ago.
Right. Oh, I like that shirt. Sorry, the shirt's brought by. Neutral-minded shirt. Let's see. Is there anything else? Yeah, I'm sorry. I read too many guitar stories. That's really all I got. Oh wait, China has confirmed covering deserts with solar panels permanently alters the ecosystem. Yeah, I know. That's why I read it aloud, and that's probably enough of that.
Cutting off the water supply will change your ecosystem too. If you were to say salt all the soil, that's going to change your ecosystem. So yeah, turns out for plants that require nutrient-rich soil, sunlight, and water, if you take away 1, 2, or all of those ingredients, it's going to change your ecosystem.
Oh man, we got the best photo ever taken from space. Let me get it up here so I can show you. I don't want to just tell you about it. I want you to see it because it's earth-shattering. Oh my goodness! How do I get it there? There it is. Ah, look at that! Now they're going straight here, just like I clicked them. And our good buddy, where you at, Rico? Don Pettit. Our good buddy Don Pettit has now taken the most astounding picture ever taken from the ISS. Y'all read it, right? There it is. 1,000 miles an hour at the equator.
Astounding. Look at that motion blur. That's how
I can't see any chance that this was altered by AI or another editing program at all. It looks legit to me.
That's how you know they're going fast, because of all the motion blur.
Yep. That's how it used to look with Bob and Sharon and TJ, AJ used to sit and watch it. I remember how blurry and fast it would go by. Not like a piano scroller at all. Oh my God. Yeah, Don Pettit. I want to make sure it was him that I read. It was. Anyway, there you go, everybody. If you would like to have this photo so you can play with it and forensically, which, I got banned from by the creator because I wasn't using it properly to defend my flat earth stance. And maybe you could discover whether that's a legit photo or not. Still can't believe I do banned me. And I see the app on my phone every time I go through my apps trying to decide what to delete, and I will not delete it. I just refuse. And I do still use it. Fuck that dude. Hi, baby. My mama's here. Hey, sweetie pie. Hey, my baby girl. I can't put you on camera right now, Daddy. Just looking at stupid space story. Yeah. Yeah, I can't show people how awesome you are.
There, now we'll call Wake Zack up.
You did call?
Just now, yeah. I added him to the call. We'll see if he joins.
Okay, so here's an interesting story, and just the headline alone makes me go, wait, Ready? NASA, National Aeronautics and Space administrators, makes its NASA makes first of its kind discovery on the ocean floor. Don't think they know how those telescopes they're using work.
Well, it's because they install the northern hemisphere telescopes into the southern hemisphere.
Into the southern, that would do it every fucking time.
And that's how they make the ocean floor and ice discoveries.
Got it. And I thought they couldn't point things at the Earth because they weren't. I'll stop. What have they discovered? I'm scrolling through here, and so far it's just telling me about a bunch of bullshit. Hey, baby. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Sorry, I'm trying to read anything good while Bender's on my keyboard and mama is getting in my lap. Okay, so the highlight of this finding is the similarities between alien ecosystem and Earth's. All right, buddy, get down. You're going to turn on something and make my computer mess up. Get down. He's just standing on every key he can, just standing on it. And I'm getting that little weird, like, do you want to turn on whatever? I'm like, no, don't turn that on. So similar to alien ecosystems are Earth's oceans. Complete darkness where sunlight cannot reach, deep sea hypothermal vents releasing gases and minerals supporting vibrant organisms. So how is that like shit on other planets? I am so done with this story. Really am. Sorry guys, I can't finish it. It hurts me. Zack, wake up. Zack. New study. Uh-oh. What did I do?
I was just telling Zack to get up.
New study identifies Earth's secret metal highways beneath ancient continents. I think I had that album.
Metal highways. Not like a vein of iron ore or something. These are
that's
highways.
No, yeah, you're right. You got them. They're being very poetic with their language.
Hyperbolic.
Some would call it poetry. Some would call it bullshit. But yeah, that's what they're doing. So this is a research from January 8th, published January 8th. Postdoctoral work from Dr. Shunfei Shin, working with Earth Evolution Research Group at Macquarie University, shedding light where metals will likely I'm so done. Fuck. Likely. Okay, then, so this whole long-ass story is a bunch of bullshit because it's all about shit that's likely. The initial melts can carry certain critical metals and sulfur, but our new results show that these are dropped and could, oh my God. This could cause, it could do a lot of things. Rainbows could fly to my ass right now, but it's not going to happen, is it? Oh, thank you. Hey, January 17th will be a great day for Godzilla fans. Now we're getting to a story I can get my teeth into. I'm kidding. I'm not going to read that. So the brightest comet of 2025. What's today's date? I really don't understand the pain Zack must be going through to read these stories to us every morning. I really know. I have new respect for that man.
So of all the comets we've had in the last 2 weeks, this one's the brightest?
In the 2 weeks. This is the brightest, yeah.
What an interesting story.
It is known as C/2024 G3 or Atlas.
Yeah. That name is as interesting as the story is.
Will it be easy to see? Bright as it may be, the comet will be very hard to see, experts say. So this whole story about how I'm going to see this comet, which I won't be able to see, is, again, just more bullshit. All right, let me keep scrolling here and find out. You want to know about the mysteries of the desert-dwelling marsupial mole? I think they call this one Muad'Dib. Nope, nobody doing it. God damn it. Geologists discover that India is splitting in two.
Into what?
In twice, in dose, in
halves.
The
haves and the have-nots.
Yeah.
I think that caste system has been there for a long time.
It has. Yeah, a bunch of geological crap that I really don't want to read. I'm sorry, it's really boring. This story is not good. I will go on.
The first...
What? I love that movie. Oops, sorry.
I was just going to say the first map of Earth's lost continent has been published.
What? Dude, throw it up there.
Looks like it's a few days old. Zealandia continent, the Challenger Plateau, and the Chatham Rise.
Bless you.
Yes, thanks. I'm not sure where that's supposed to be. Probably down by Australia, given the name. Yeah. SS full screen share. There we go. There it is. That's a picture of the lost continent. And fuck, they've got a map, so I guess we can throw out everything that says there was no lost continent, because there's clearly a model. And if they can map it out, then that pretty much means that anything that isn't that map must not be true, and all things that are mapped are true. That'd be cool. Bingo.
There we go.
Oh shit, it is final break. Good thing we got producer in the chat. Speaking of which, Liz, I have Walt's birthday present in my possession. I just have yet to tell him about it, so it'll be a surprise.
Okay. You got a song? Because the song just came to mind because of this story that came by.
I've got
Unless you got one ready.
It's whatever.
Here, throw that in there. Because this was right after the story that I was reading. It was a story about the movie that this song came from. 1995. written by James Cameron. Anyone? No. Ralph Fiennes starred in it. Nope. It was called Strange Days. If you never saw it, it's really a good movie. And this band was on stage in one of the scenes singing this fucking song, and I went, "Who is that?" and went down a rabbit hole, and then just loved this band, loved the lead singer. Skin is probably one of the best female vocalists out there.
Stick around, fourth and final segment of the Ironworks coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
You kill me with your smelly fingers. Your smelly fingers from the sex you had on Christmas Day. And now you say you're feeling guilty. You're feeling guilty cause you got me shining on your face. You go to church and light a candle. And then you're blinded by the light from all the golden views. The devil's snapping at your toes now. Because the angels can't be bothered to live up to you. They're selling Jesus again. They're selling Jesus again. They want your soul and your money, your blood and your bones. They're selling Jesus again. Selling love to you. Selling love. You're buying this, you're buying that now. You're wishing all the money in the world belongs to you. You're crucified upon your own cross now. You're giving money to the white man in the white limo. The kind of God is always man-made. They made him up the road a book to keep you on your knees. They get the theories from the same place. I build a church to get some money left from on the beach. They're selling Jesus again. They're selling Jesus again. They want your soul and your money, your blood and your bones. They're selling your blood and your bones. They're selling Jesus again. Selling love to you. Selling love. 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 Love.
Hi, this is Alan. I like Ironworks because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love Ironworks with Josh, Walt, and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cozy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworks with Josh, Walt, and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the Ironworks.
This is Enlightened On. Roses are red, violets are blue. IRONWORX is the best on the plane. To the show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the Ironworks with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the Ironworks and become an Iron Scout.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
And welcome back, fourth and final segment of the Ironworks, kicking off right effing now. Well, good morning, Mr. Zachary Zabala. Sleepyhead showed up. He's muted and it is Skype.
Did it,
He probably just rolled over. There he is.
Oh, man, I feel like crap.
Uh-oh.
That's no bueno.
You sick?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, man. We'll go back to bed. Shit. I'm sorry. We didn't mean to wake you up like that. Knowing you were sick, we wouldn't have done that.
Probably.
Maybe.
Oh, I had to come in and tell you. Did you guys see that article I dropped? And I think it was both of them.
I'm not sure.
Elon being the #1 video game player in the world.
Yeah.
I just read
to find out he doesn't play the game at all, really.
No. Come on, man. I mean, he was paying people?
Get out of here. No way.
So
how do you even do that? Do you have the nerve to get online and play live? A game you know nothing about and claim to be the best player in the world.
So that's what he was doing. He was paying people to play as him. Like,
He had to have. He did not know what he was doing at all, right? Like, to get his level character to the level it was, you have to play thousands of hours. Thousands. You would know the game backwards in your sleep. He was, dude, you got to go watch the video. He's sitting there, like, doing all this stuff that somebody that had never, ever even played the game before would do. Like, leaving all the rarest thing that gets dropped. One gets dropped, and he just leaves it there and goes and picks up these things that are worth nothing. That you get.
He ran around without mana for how long?
Huh?
He didn't even know how to open the mana potions. He was running around.
Oh, yeah.
Almost dying constantly. Yeah. I watched the same thing you did, it looks like.
But this is Elon Musk, folks. That's, the smartest man alive. No, it looks like Elon's been put up on a platform and then, I mean, are you that dumb that you think that you can just go and play a game you've never played before and make it look like you have? I mean, really? Does that sound like somebody that's smart? Here's this, and this isn't like Pong. This is a very advanced, in-depth game that he claims to be the #1 player in the world at. That people play like 10 to 12 hours a day. The ones on the leaderboard.
And dude, the guy I watching him play badly was just like, I can't believe I live in a time where this man is considered a genius and it's just a joke and all this. I'm like, dude, we need to get that guy on our show. He knows what's up.
Yeah, it was so obvious he had never even played the game. You could tell it was somebody else that did it for him. There's one of his things was marked Elon's maps, Now, it is Elon Musk. He might refer to himself in the third person, but I've never put like Zack's maps in a video game. You know, I don't have to put my name there. I know it's mine. It's my character. It's my video game that I'm playing. I don't have to put my name on it. But yeah, I mean, just the nerve and the gall to think you can fool people. But there you go, right there. That shows you his character. And what did he get out of being the number one video game player in the world? What were his accolades that he got, or his big nothing? This was all about his ego. And he still did it. It wasn't like he was hungry and needed to do this to eat or feed his children. No. This was to stroke his ego.
Just to feed his ego, right.
To see his name on the leaderboard. Not even his gamer tag, because he is who he is. They put his name on the leaderboard, not his gamer tag. So everybody knows that that's who it is.
And then he's going around complaining about how his armor and weapons aren't as high a level as his character is. And in this game, that has nothing to do with it. Like, he has a weapon that, like the RuneScape, you know, top elite would probably kill each other over. It's the best weapon like they had ever seen. And Elon's like, well, it's only a level whatever, so I need to get a better one. And they were all looking at the specs like, dude, I've never seen a weapon this strong. And Elon's like, yeah, I need a better one. You could tell he's never played the game. Just never even played it. And claims to be number one in the world. Who does that?
Maybe he's just super efficient. Like, it really does make you wonder, is he just altering Mr. Big Computer Geek, Silicon Valley, fucking mafia, tweaking the numbers so that it registers him as being number one? Does he have a program that sort of automatically plays it when he's offline, sort of? So he's getting just sort of the best of every chance encounter because it's being done by a computer offline all the time, so he doesn't actually have to play? Like, or is he just hiring a bunch of little Indian kids on both sides of the divide to constantly just play 24/7 on one character?
Well, they were even saying the way his thing is set up, because I guess you can spend real money in this game to buy the, I don't know, it's super in-depth. It's one of those games that I stay away from anymore. Kind of like World of Warcraft, but even more in-depth. Yeah. Yeah, you would love it, Josh.
I'm sure. Sounds right up my alley. We start my classes, so here in a couple years I'll be able to play.
And then he's like clicking on the map, right? And there's a place that he can't go to on the map because, I mean, we've all done video game maps. You have to connect the webs, right? You can't go to a place that isn't touching a place you've already been to. If that makes sense. Like, if there's like 4 dots in a row, I can't go first dot, second dot, fourth dot. I have to hit the 3rd dot first and do that level before I go to the 4th dot. Basic, you know. We're talking Mario World stuff. And he couldn't figure that out. He just kept clicking on this dot like 100 times, wondering why he can't go into this map. Nobody that's played that game for an hour would sit there and do that. Oh my goodness. So let's listen to this guy about government this or that. It's all fun.
Yeah, it is all fucked up. gotta say, the more and more I hear and listen, the more and more I doubt all of it back again. Like all this government efficiency and, oh my God, we're going to get fluoride out of the water and all this stuff. I think it's more just fucking pandering. I think as DC gets younger, the messaging will start to change just a little bit. And I think especially after the last 5 years of bullshit, they've realized that people are starting to wake up. So traveling down that vein of thought, they're like, all right, well, we'll just spin it a little more towards those conspiratorially minded, because we can see those numbers still constantly growing. And so we know sort of what some of the highlighted outline words that we need to include and talking points that we need to hit to get their attention and get them on board. And it just seems more and more that that's all they're doing. It's all still just more of the same, just in a different flavor. Same bullshit. Meet the new boss.
Same as the old
boss.
Yep. Oh, man. But how? I just can't wrap my finger around this. Like, you're a bajillionaire, right? Beyond a billionaire, you have hundreds of billions of dollars. You have lie. You have to lie about playing. And Joe Rogan bought all this when he told him, "Oh yeah, I'm the #1 RuneScape player in the world." Yeah.
Was this RuneScape or Diablo? I thought he was a Diablo player. Unless he's #1 in the world, or in the top 10 in the world on both RuneScape and Diablo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was RuneScape he was playing, or a game like RuneScape. I don't know. Like I said, I stay away from those video games like that. I'll never get sucked back in again. But I mean, it just shows you what he's done his whole life. Oh, look I started SpaceX. No, you didn't. SpaceX was around before you even took ownership of the company. Well, I did PayPal. No, you didn't. You guys changed the name. That's it. And then you made the Cybertruck. I'll give you that, Elon. You got the Cybertruck.
Oh, did he ever?
That's your baby right there.
And I think that's how we need to start referring to it. The Cybertruck. Brought to you by Elon Musk and Tesla.
Yeah.
That way, when somebody in Las Vegas goes up and drives their Cybertruck, brought to you by Elon Musk and Tesla, and blows it up, everybody will know exactly who it was that was driving that Cybertruck. Brought to you by Elon Musk and Tesla. Matt Kim is a podcast I've been listening to lately. Actually reminds me a lot of ours, but popular. Because it's just two dudes just sitting there kind of talking, going over. Of course, they get the big guests and can come and they have things to talk about. But where was I going? That's what one of the things they were talking about recently was just sort of the product placement that seems to be going on in all the terrorist attacks. And what a idiocracy world we're living in, where your terrorists are having to provide sponsors to their attacks, especially if they're blowing up Cybertrucks. Brought to you by Elon Musk and Tesla.
Oh man. And yeah, I'm almost done picking on the Cybertruck now. I think it's like beating a dead horse almost. I don't think they're going to be around very long. I see them going the way of the DeLorean. But unless Elon actually has any say at all in what actually happens at these places, we know he ain't at home playing video games. I'll tell you that much.
What if he's
doing
just
something else.
super invested in this truck, right? The Cybertruck, brought to you by Elon Musk and Tesla. And once it's rejected by the public, he gets so butthurt. Yes, he yanks it off the market, but as a direct result, builds and equips an entire private army, Cobra style, with Cybertrucks. Brought to you by Elon Musk and Tesla and Cobra.
Well, if they're driving Cybertrucks, I'm not too worried. An army put together by Elon. God, when competent people do it, they barely work. I could imagine him designing a, like army from the top down, how it's run and everything.
Big flamethrowers on turrets pointed right at the passenger.
Hey, have you guys seen Theon Vaughn driving a Cybertruck?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's no way he's not being ironic, right? Like, he's the dude that rocks a mullet.
Yeah, he's like...
There's no way he's not just being ironic. Come on.
He might be
He's the
being
funniest
ironic.
dude ever.
He is one of the funniest dudes ever.
I know. No matter what he says, I'm just like cracking up. But he's gotta be being ironic, right? Like, look it up. Like,
I'm sure he is.
I'll go back on mute. I know my limit. But I'm telling you, there's no way Theon's not just being just like, look at me in this shitty truck. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't even look to see if there's any Cybertruck, yada, yada, yada news today.
I'm just watching the chat over there on Rumble, and it appears we have been raided. Nice little chat raid there on Rumble.
Bunch of Elon lovers.
What does that mean?
Look, I just report the news.
I just reported.
Okay. I don't know what that means. Hey, I guess, to you, boost you.
Being sued over Twitter stake disclosure now. People are just suing him left and right, it seems.
Well, if you check your thumb, you can usually determine before you serve it what's rare versus what's medium well. That way you don't have to worry about it. You know right up front, everybody's made aware of the condition of the steak.
Hey, I'm getting my kids ready for school. Will someone look up Theo Von Cybertruck? Trust me, you're going to love it.
I could see him doing it ironically, too. He's probably got that look on his face, too.
Oh, my God.
I put in cyber and it put in cyberpunk?
He definitely, no, the person that pulls up beside him. Just look it up. I'm sorry, I'm so busy.
Oh, it's not giving it to me. Oh, okay. I found it. Theo Von driving around in a Cybertruck, and then it's got laughing emojis. So, yeah, he must be. I like that guy's sense of humor. I know some people just find him dumb and stupid, but there is a how do you put it? There's a genius to how he does it.
Who are we talking about?
Theo Von.
Yeah, I guess I missed that vote. I don't know him.
He says the most off-the-wall, crazy things that come out of his mouth. Like, he'll be telling you a story about his childhood, and then all of a sudden he'll say something, and it has to do with the story. But the way he says it, or he'll be like funny racist, right? he grew up around
Theodore Capitani von Kumatowski III. Is that who we're talking about?
Nailed it, I guess. Does he have that mullet?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Yep, that'd be him. Looks like if he were on steroids once upon a time, he'd be a good wrestler.
You mean he's not a former wrestler?
He is a former wrestler back when he was on steroids.
No.
Steroids and lots of coke, as I recall.
Yeah, he's...
Either way, I gave my wife an option. Do I get a mullet or a ironic face tattoo? So I'm getting a mullet.
At least you're young enough you can still grow one out. Mine's more of the skullet.
Yeah, me too. I forget the guy's name, but he used to rock one back in the old 80s movies. The tall, skinny white guy with bald head, but his hair was real long around the sides. Kind of like Hulk Hogan, but a little bit longer.
Gallagher?
No. Gallagher had the same thing too. He had like blondish red hair. Real tall guy, always wore glasses. Couldn't give you his name, never knew his name. He was like in a lot of B movies, and he was like a backup character, not even a main character. He was played like a scientist or a DJ or something like that. I probably couldn't even go find a picture of him. I can hear his voice perfectly. Real like monotone type of voice. I don't know. I can't remember his name. I remember the hair though.
There used to be a TV show called Dharma and Greg. And Dharma's dad, her stepdad, wasn't even, well, I don't think they were married, at least at the beginning of the show. I think at some point throughout the series, or they ended up getting married or something. Anywho, he had a classic skullet. But he was the old hippie guy. So he had to have the long hair, but because he was an aging hippie, it just had to be the receding hairline. So it's like, I'm old, but I'm still trying to be a hippie, so here's my skullet.
Yeah, that's what this guy was trying to do too. I remember he had like a tie-dyed shirt with a lab coat on. He was like a scientist in one of them. God, I cannot see his face.
Are you showing the picture?
No, I don't even know his name to look up the picture, or I can't even think of a movie that he was in.
Try Hollywood Skullet. Surely that's a search in Google.
Was he in Pet Detective?
I don't know. That was one of those movies I only saw a couple times. He might have been. I don't know. Next time I see him, it's going to be stored in my brain to remember that. That's going to do it, folks. Sorry I was late. Love y'all.
Sorry we missed you. Glad everything's not horrible.
Glad you're okay.
Hope
And
you're
hope you feel
feeling
better, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be all right. Sucks.
Yeah, it do suck. So we love you guys. We do enjoy hanging out with you each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we'll see you back here Friday morning. More of the Ironworks. We'll see if I can't get freeworld.fm back up and running and join you guys, post, Liz, everybody else over there on the Minute Chat at freeworld.fm, which still is up and running even when the rest of the site is down. But we love you guys. Enjoy your week. Be good. Be well. Do good. Do it well. We love you. Bye-bye.